What is going on, gamers? We have more Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Okay, where did we leave off? Okay, we exposed Adrian for her breaking the urn, I think.
Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of the Kurain village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Amy. I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Amy. Any sane person? Really?
Okay. Oh, pearls. Oh, she said she wasn't very good at spelling.
Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom and no one had seen it since then.
Sacred urn updated in the court record.
But there's something I don't get.
When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains.
Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it.
The Amy face statue? Aha! Amy face statue. The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen.
But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or the floor of the warehouse when we were here. Well, there's the good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it there. I put it where you first saw it.
I see. Now it makes perfect sense.
But there's still one thing I find strange.
What is it, Pearl?
The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. And that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that. I'm gonna try out a different voice for Phoenix. Well, Miss Andrews?
I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again?
Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why? Yeah. On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved. But why? Amy Faye's golden statue updated in the court record. It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
Why? Why do you think so, Nick?
Because that night, the real thief, Ron Delete, was at KB Security. So then, why did another mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact.
One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow. Okay, I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. I feel like nervous that I don't know what's happening, that they know something I don't, or that Nick knows something I don't. Oh god, what is... It looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Who is... Okay, let me see the updated court record. Carried into the basement warehouse the day of the crime. Moved again that night. Why would they move it again? So let's say Luke stole the urn, okay? And Ron Delete was at KB Security. Why would he move it again? Is that to frame Adrian Andrews to show the paint that she spilled? Maybe it is. Do we have something else that was updated? Broken and repaired by Adrian Andrews 2 weeks ago, then replaced in its box, kept out of sight. Okay. When Adrian dropped the urn's box 2 weeks ago, she also knocked over some paint. A wooden box that had the sacred urn in it has pink paint stains on it. steals valued works of art, sends a calling card before heist. It can only be Luke Atmay or Ron DeLee. I feel like it's either going to be... I feel like Desiree is going to be the true thief. I feel like it has to be Desiree, but if not, then like Ron is just playing up the like super clumsy, like what's the word? Like impish guy. I guess we'll see.
Looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance.
Maybe I should talk like a 1950s detective.
Safes, clear days.
I can't speak.
October 14th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 4.
Hey, Nick!
What is it this time, kid?
You won't believe how many people are here for the trial.
Well, it is a murder case.
What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door.
Next door? Next door?
Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atmay's trial today.
Detective Atmay?
They say they're going to try him as Mask to Mask. He's not Mask to Mask.
Already? That was fast.
Boy, I'd love to see Mask to Mask's trial.
I know.
By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore.
I know you don't like me.
I know you don't like me.
Pearls has really gotten into her...
Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since that incident last year.
Please, don't ignore me. Okay, it's definitely not... I don't think it's Rondalee. It's Desiree. No one likes me. No one would notice me, even if I killed someone.
Come on, don't be silly. Wait a sec.
You don't mean you're the murderer?
No, I am just a poor thief.
No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor.
Now, let's see. According to Mr. Delete, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit the heists.
It's definitely Desiree.
Do you think there's a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick?
It's possible, but today's trial is a race against the clock.
Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always.
I'm afraid that's not an option. October 14th, 10 a.m. District Court to courtroom number 6.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delete.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
You're ready? Preparation is the last refuge of the weak.
Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot.
He's got the judge in the palm of his hands, yet again.
Ron Delete is simply too young to be sent to war, that's all.
I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot.
Then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war, but that is exactly why you must be precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right?
Yes. Well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case.
Wow. The judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change.
The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day.
Yeah. And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant.
Very well then, Mr. Godot. Please call your first witness.
I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. But the first one is always the best.
Mr. Godot, your witness.
He's pounding that coffee down.
Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Rondelite, has to say for himself.
The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but...
I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense would allow Mr. Delete to testify. Huh. You've got guts, Trite.
All right then, Mr. Rondelite, please take the stand.
Oh my god, quit it with the coffee.
You did it, didn't you?
Yes.
What?
No. That's not true.
For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever.
Well, Mr. Delete already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making.
And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin. Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why'd you go to KB Security?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home.
Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened.
My visit to KB Security.
That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was.
1 a.m., the exact time the murder took place.
The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. Ha, it's bitter today too, just like my destiny.
You'd never know that from the way he's chugging it down.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please.
My visit to KB Security. I just want to hear the Allegro version of this song. That evening around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. 1 a.m., huh? You're absolutely sure about that?
Yes, that's what my watch said when I was entering the CEO's office. No. Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow, and my internal clock was also a bit...
1 a.m., that's the exact time the victim, Mr. Bullard, was murdered, correct?
It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure.
The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there.
It ordered you there?
It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere.
Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters then?
Oh, of course. They'd say things like, steal this, or take that.
Why don't you save those things for later, Mr. Delete? Please don't say any more. Now, what should I do?
Press harder, I guess. So what did the blackmail letter in question say? It said to bring $50,000.
Money, huh? A perfect motive for committing murder.
Oh, but wait. I never intended to pay that money anyway.
Oh, is that right?
After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of.
An important point indeed.
Well, actually...
Witness, let's have that added to your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Huh. A muddy mud skipper in the outer space is better chance of... A muddy mud skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do.
The blackmail threat didn't scare me. It wasn't going to cause me trouble or anything. Well, I think it is. I think it was because it said true identity revealed to the world. Oh, okay. Your Honor, that's okay. I guess I have to present it.
Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway?
The blackmail letter said, if you don't want your identity revealed, correct?
I'm sure it was referring to the whole mask-to-mask thing. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Bullard didn't have anything on me.
He didn't?
Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me.
So that's why Miss Delete didn't believe he was mask-to-mask.
That's why I knew they were just hollow threats. Yeah, but how did he know about the diamond, though? How did... Can I not present that part? I've been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was.
You used to be a security chief for KB Security, right?
Yes, that's right.
A security chief? You?
And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge? A perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say? This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject.
Double save. Life after being fired. Why he was fired. Why he was fired.
Mr. Delete, please tell us why you were fired from your job.
Well...
The world is filled with those who have said, I wish I had never asked that.
Okay, then I take it back. Well, I kind of want to know.
Defendant, please answer the question.
I needed money.
You needed money?
Well, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company.
Come again?
I knew it! I knew Desi is the one blackmailing him. It's like, I mean, this is kind of obvious. I mean, it wasn't before, but... KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief...
You stole some data and sold it.
Mr. Bullard found out, and I was fired immediately.
What? I wish I had never asked that.
I was somehow able to keep it a secret, and made it seem like I'd quit on my own. What is it, Nick? You don't look so good.
Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You'd do well to remember that.
He sure told you.
So you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct?
Yes, I'm sorry.
This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony.
Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse. Crashed and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster.
He fired me for selling company secrets, but Desi doesn't know about that.
Why would you do something like that?
Well, for Desi's hobby. What else?
Wasting money, huh?
It's not a waste. So Miss Delete doesn't know her husband was fired, does she?
So it would seem.
I'm not sure what to think about couples who keep secrets like that from each other.
I can't believe it. This case has gotten into even Maya to think seriously about couples.
Please try to stay focused, Mr. Wright.
There wasn't much to his testimony, was there?
Sounds like he's avoiding something, at least that's what it sounds like to me.
Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. We'd better be careful.
But if we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get closer to the truth, sweetie, dame.
Yeah. That's it? Okay, well, I have to press again on whatever the other thing was. Unless that's the only thing I can press. Okay. Okay, so Desi doesn't know about that. Hates criminals and cowards more than anything. But that's not really evidence to use as a guard for KB security. Okay, what could I... Selling company secrets, but Desi doesn't know about that. It ordered me to go there. Red diamond you received the other day instead. But, used on October 12th. Cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. Okay, well okay, well there's a question. How did he get, what was the weapon he used? Something about Desiree. I mean, like, we need something pertaining to KB security. First heist, guard in photo is Rondalee. It doesn't say security chief, though. I mean, I feel like we either present that or Kane's list. Buzzer went off at... He was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. I feel like it's probably the testimony there, or it wasn't going to cost me trouble or anything. I feel like we have to expose... We have to... Desi doesn't know about that. Do I present Desiree's profile? No. It wasn't going to cause me trouble or anything. Well, what about... Do we present the black... No. I mean, I feel like I'm trying to think this through, but... So, I'm gonna present the newspaper clipping on this. No, fuck. What? I gotta take a break.